all these.
Hold on. My tab is muted. Just wait. There we go. There we go. Okay.
It doesn't matter whether it's a year ago, right?
No, hold on. When you do this,
go and check all the evidence.
Oh, okay. So you're a child molester. You're a child molester.
Okay, can you let me complete that?
No, I don't have to back it up with evidence. It's just everything I said.
You know
This
what?
woman is a child molester. She's a murderer. She's a murderer.
Look at you, you're shaking. It doesn't matter whether it's a year ago, right?
No, hold on.
Look.
Can you do this?
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
It's so immature, bro. Seriously, honestly, I'm sorry. I mean, like, Bitboy is the same age as me. We're both 40. I'm turning 40 in a month or two. And to turn it on someone and to try to deflect it, I mean, this is just not the way to handle it. Honestly, and this is the first time I'm seeing it. Yeah. And then to actually like it seems like she's got proof. She says she's got proof. Whatever
she did, it was bad.
But he's trying to call someone in public a murderer.
Yeah.
Even though he's trying to make a point, I understand what he's doing. That's highly illegal.
Trying to get clicks, dude. No, he's pulling Colby Covington right now.
No.
You're saying,
I think he's saying what's stopping me from just saying that you were a murderer, that you were a child molester, like you coming here and saying that I'm a thief or whatever.
No. What I'm saying is he's aware he's on camera. And he's already made 3 separate attempts at going viral. He did the one video calling out all the big centralized exchange founders, screaming at the camera, which is super powerful. That's risky. Super risky for the brand. It worked out. Second video, he travels to Bahamas, makes this whole big deal about Sam Bankman-Fried, a war with him. That starts to go viral. And then the third one, he's out here on stage. Like, you have to know that he knows what he's doing, just screaming nonsense because he knows it's going to go viral, dude. He's pulling a Colby Covington. He's going to get a lot of attention.
I think he was
going to lose a lot of respect.
But he's going to get the wrong attention.
That's the thing, though. That's the thing. You lose the respect, but you get attention. So it depends what you're going for. And
but I mean, he's going after Mr. Wonderful as well. I mean, he's going after everyone. And Kevin O'Leary. And the problem here is that he's like, look, I mean, I'm small fry. My main thing is not necessarily YouTube that I've been doing for a year. I've got other things I'm proud that I've achieved in the amount of time that he's achieved. Like in 20 years, I've achieved things in other aspects. So I'm not trying to pretend like I'm big on YouTube and he's not. I'm not. All I'm saying is that what I have seen a trend, and a big trend, is when people get full of themselves to the point that he seems to be now with all these things happening, they end up falling from grace. And we saw it with Do Kwon. We saw it with Do Kwon, with Terra Luna. Getting too big for his boots. No one can tell him anything. He was, even on the day Terra Luna went down, he was so cocky on his Twitter, right? Yeah. We've seen it with Sam. Sam admitted in the Mario Spaces that, or I don't know if it was that or another thing I watched where he admitted that it got to his head, that he was too big for his boots, that, and now we're seeing it with Bitboy Crypto as well. We're seeing him thinking that he's untouchable. And that's usually what happens before someone takes a big fall from grace. Not that I'm wishing that on him. I mean, I'm not competing with him. We're not a crypto channel. I don't want anyone to think that I've got any ulterior motives. There is a pattern, and he does seem to think that he's untouchable. I mean, who the fuck goes to the Bahamas, right, and walks around with a couple of guys as if they own the place, screaming at the guy's window? I mean, I understand what Sam's done, right, but you're not going to achieve anything that way, and we've seen that. Sam's come out and given interviews to a lot of people, not yet to Bitboy, right, so he's achieved nothing except for trying to get attention. But, I mean, if you do that in the wrong place, you get a bullet in your head.
Well, that's you can see, like, he's going for attention right now. He's trying to get attention. It's working. He's getting a lot of people talking about him. He's gonna absolutely elevate his brand and level of influence in the space probably by 3x, and he's now cemented as, like, I mean, he was already basically relevant in general of all things crypto, but now he's extremely relevant.
Why? But he didn't have to do this. He's got 1.5 million.
No. This will make a huge impact on him, and it'll likely be positive. Even though he's going to lose respect from certain people, this will blow up his channel, dude. Like, he will go so much further. What about it? No, not because of these things. Because of these attention grabbers where he's going viral. Just more people recognize him and see him now. And it works because like it's the same within the UFC when Colby Covington went from boring fighter to calling out everybody, screaming, talking shit, then beating everyone at the same time. People were like, "Oh shit, we got to pay attention to Colby Covington." And then he doesn't have to do that as much in the future because people already associate him with being exciting and entertaining.
But I'm
And
saying
he's also
Bitboy
good.
doesn't need to do that. It's not like he's a new guy on the scene
No, yeah,
that has to do
right.
that. He's
True.
got 1.5 million subscribers already.
So something's
That's what I'm
lacking,
saying.
dude. Something's lacking. He needs to fix it, and this is what he's doing, I guess.
So the thing is he came out, Bitboy came out about 6 weeks ago and said that Sam Bankman-Fried was rugging us and all of this stuff. And he had that whole rant,
Yep.
and everyone thought he had lost the fucking plot. And it turns out he was 100% correct.
Mhm.
And he's since revealed his sources as one of these clients from Alameda that launched a project through Alameda. And basically, Alameda Research was supposed to hold up the value of their token while they were launching their token. And instead of doing that, Alameda Research allegedly just sold the token at under floor and then offered them $600,000 to shut up once they were caught, and all of this sort of stuff, right? So this guy who owned the company that partnered with Alameda that this happened to is the source for Bitboy, because a few weeks, like last week, this guy came onto Bitboy's channel. This guy agreed, and Bitboy said, "This is why I knew that Alameda and FTX were up to shady stuff." And this guy who partnered with Alameda, whatever his company, a big company, not well known, but been operating for 10 years and building amazing tech, they recorded all the Zoom meetings between the Alameda research people. And everything is recorded. And he since posted a video of those recordings. And he showed how when they were approached by Alameda in the beginning, they met with Caroline. She was the front, right? And then after that, when it got a bit hectic, then they went, I think he said the name was Chris, I don't know, something with a C. And he was saying who does what at Alameda. But these guys were doing dodgy shit. Alameda was doing dodgy shit. Can you imagine I partner with you, Cade, because you know how to launch an NFT collection and a token. And your job is to keep the token value stable during launch. And you start undercutting the floor. You're not allowed to sell. You start, they literally were, Alameda was allegedly printing this company's tokens out of thin air and undercutting the floor.
Bro.
They did the exact opposite of what they were supposed to do. And because this company is a proper tech company, they have software that picked it up. And they were like, what the fuck is going on there? This is Alameda. Yeah. And they went to them and they said, stop this. And we're going to go public. And they said, oh, we'll pay you. Just shut up.
That's fucked, bro. That is beyond messed up. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
We went on a bit of a tangent.
We did. We ended up talking about FTX a ton.
Yeah.
Right after we're like, we're just gonna quickly skim over it.
Yeah. But listen, it's big in the space. I mean, but once you start, you can't stop. Let's stop. Okay, so let's move on to our next